everybody, welcome to a brand new video. Today I am going to be talking you through my mood boards for the house.
We only need the two of us together. I need only you in this crazy world. 'Cause we got love, love. I need only you here with me.
So I have been making mood boards for the house since before we had the house. We obviously had so many ideas of what we wanted to do, design wise and like colour palette wise and things since we had the house, our last flat. So we've been designing things and thinking about things that we wanted to do in there, and obviously couldn't because it was rented and we were told we had to paint in neutral colours. So we have had ideas of what we wanted to do to this house since before we had it. So I have finally put it down in mood boards and visually so I can keep myself on track, and Tom can help me think of ideas and we can plan things together. I have been using a mood board website called Milanote to do all of my mood boards for the house. It's so simple. It's so good and so easy and has so many features which are free that it's so good. I have essentially made a mood board that has mood boards within it. But you can do so many things, like over here you can do to-do lists. This is how you make boards in boards. You can write notes everywhere and all of this. So essentially I thought I'd show you this is my main mood board. So now you know the exact layout of my house. This is my floor plan, so I put my mood boards next to each room, if that makes sense, so I can visualise in my head where it's all going to flow. So only room we haven't really, well, not except the game room, that's Tom's, he can do what he wants in there. The only room that we don't have a mood board for is our master bedroom. Literally this is what it looks like. I put the before pictures that were up on the website listing in the mood board. So this is the before. To the right here, that's those wardrobes that are going to be knocked out, and this is where they put their bed. We're going to put ours the other way, and that's all we know. I cannot decide anything to do with our master bedroom. I just don't know what colour to do it. I don't know what kind of things we want in there, as in like, do we want a feature wall? Do we want a new bed frame? I don't know. I don't know. So let's start with the things that I do know. So the one thing that we have decided is that entirety of the downstairs we are basing off. So you know how people sometimes choose a colour for a wall and then base their entire room off that wall? We've based it off a lamp. So we both really wanted to keep, we sold most of our furniture. We wanted to keep the lamp that we got from IKEA, the antique brass, little pull cord, very simple, very cheap floor lamp that we got. We both really like it, so we decided to keep that and base the entirety of the downstairs off of that. So we have now got antique brass sockets, we have got antique brass, we're going to have door handles, taps, all sorts, mixed in with the black that is on the inside of the sockets. So it's antique brass and black, and then neutral tones, so creams and beiges and sand colours and all stuff like that for like the base things within the rooms. So let's start with the living room, going off the lamp. This is what I've gone for. So I've not really got many pictures here, but just to give you an idea, because I don't really know, I haven't got any products or anything that I want to put in yet. We're still at the very like basic painting stage, and that is where my brain is at. So this is our living room over here. They had their TV on the wall, and this is a blind, not another TV. And they had theirs like this. We're going for a very similar setup, but we're going to have another sofa here, and we're going to have our TV in this corner on the TV stand. And then in this far corner over here where they've got this little table is where my desk is going to be. So I'm excited about that. I'm going to have a whole little thing with my desk with like a feature wall, like block colouring kind of thing, and that will be a whole nother project which I'll do a separate mood board for when it comes closer to the time. But yeah, the plan for the living room is to have antique brass, that lamp in there, we've got dark wood TV stand which we have kept, and then our TV will go on top of that. And then I basically want the neutral colours sofas, rugs and all sorts, but then with lots of greenery and lots of different colours. So my whole thing is that I like to decorate for different seasons, Christmas especially, but then Halloween, Easter, all sorts of things. I want to be able to decorate. So general time, summertime, all that, I want to have just pops of colour, so any colour can go in there. See something I like, I can get it because we can have any colour. So that is essentially the vibe here. It looks very yellow and green, but I want to have every colour essentially. I don't have to have every colour, I want to be able to have any colour. So different colour pillows, different coloured candles, different prints in the frames on the walls, lots of plants, and if they flower, different flowers, things like that. Doesn't mind. All base neutral with antique brass and black, like finishes. So moving on then to the kitchen, because you flow through the lounge into the kitchen, this little hallway will just have like a little table here with something on, or like a shoe rack or something. It's not much space at all, so I just cannot mood board it at the moment. I might soon, but yeah. So this is our kitchen. So I have designed it in DIY Kitchens, and we are going to be ordering that very soon. It is just going through like the process right now, but this is my brain process. So where's our before? Oh, did I take the befores out? I took the befores out. We don't need them. Essentially it had very weird kitchen cupboards like over here that came out in front of where this fridge is, and then the big table round here, wasting loads of space. So I've gone for this peninsula kind of kitchen where we've got a fridge here, and we're utilising the understairs portion of the room, as in the cupboard that goes under the stairs, as a pantry. So we'll have all of our tins and cereals and things in there, and it'll be great. And then everything else will be in these cupboards here, and our oven will be underneath the fireplace that we knocked out, and I will have an extractor fan fitted into the chimney. But I would love a Belfast sink, and I really wanted a 1.5 sink, but I've gone for a double sink because I can't find a 1.5 sink that I like, that I can get, that isn't really expensive. So yeah, this is my ideal plan. So I think it's going to be more like similar to this size, if not a tiny bit longer. But I was stuck for a while on whether I wanted to have little chairs, but I don't think we'll have space now to have a table as well, so we're not going for that. But I'm going to put, you see these wall units here, I would really love some floating shelves in this space next to, again with all the greenery and stuff on it, and these hanging hooks for mugs is such a cute idea, and I feel like that would be a really nice seasonal change out. So we can have Disney mugs there standard time, and then we can have Halloween mugs, Christmas mugs just hanging on the little shelf, and it'd be really cute. And then this is what I mean by the black fixtures and the bronze antique brass fixtures as well. So they've got this antique brass tap and then the black handles. I also really want the mix of handles, but just not these. I really want the cups on the drawers and then the knobs on the door handles, just because on drawer height you just get caught on jeans and all sorts, and jumpers and stuff. I don't want holey jumpers, thank you. But yeah, so that is the plan. And I also can't decide on what kind of light to go above the peninsula, the breakfast bar-esque kind of thing. Whether we want a single light, because we've got 3 lights in the kitchen. Obviously they don't always have to be on, but we have 3 lights. So do I want to get a like multi-light out of the 1 light to go over the breakfast bar, or do I just have 3 singular pendants? Can't decide. Let me know down in the comments what you guys would do. But then Tom really wants a herringbone floor. I think we've decided that we are going to go with the straight wood panels, just so it doesn't clash with the countertops, because the countertops is solid wood as well, because we're having a Belfast sink. We've been told that is better to have with a Belfast sink. So yeah, we're going to have the flat panels of wood, and I think I have found one possibly, but we are going for the darker wood to match the darker wood of the countertops. But we're not going to be ordering our floor until our kitchen arrives anyway, because that needs to go in first for 1, and then 2 we can match it properly. But yeah, that is the kitchen, like I said, this is a very basic mood board system that I've got going on just to keep me on track, keep my ideas all in one place. And a handy thing with Milanote is that you can have this on your phone. So I could get an idea and then quickly scribble it down in a note on my phone, on the app, within the mood board it needs to go in. I haven't got that at the moment because I've just been so hectic that I just come home and I just plonk all of my ideas out my brain onto the mood board on the computer, because I like getting all my images and like reference images from Pinterest. So I'll have an idea and I'll find something similar to it on Pinterest and then screenshot it and add it into Milanote. So going over, I just thought I'd show you the utility quickly. We are still carrying on our Harry Potter theme. This is going to happen and it'll be great. We'll probably use a spare countertop that we're getting from the kitchen in the utility room on top of our washer dryer, because essentially this is the setup we're going to have on the left here, like my handy illustration I've drawn. This is going to be this section here. Obviously we won't have the space for the drawers in the middle, but the 2 washing machines with 2 shelves above it is my plan. And I think these pull out little wall areas are really cool. It's such a space saving idea that these can go on this wall here. But yeah, we'll have all the different Harry Potter things. We've kept them all from the previous house, and obviously we wanted to keep them because they're from Warner Brothers Studios and things like that. But I think it would be a cool place to put them if we put all the posters and things in frames so they don't rumple up with the steam and the heat from the tumble dryer. But yeah, very simple room, but I think it will be really effective with the old style theme, because I'm going to take the paint off the wall and have it exposed brick, so it'll look more like Diagon Alley and it'll be really cool. Okay, so going upstairs, I only have 2 rooms to show you here. You know how I said the downstairs was themed after the lamp? This spare bedroom is themed one after Winnie the Pooh. If you've followed us for a long time, you'll know that we had the Winnie the Pooh room in the spare house. But in the spare house? In the old house. But in the spare room here, we are having Winnie the Pooh theme again. But based off, I would really love a green feature wall. So I want it sandy coloured here. Like, this is another cool thing with Milanote. You can drop colour samples out. So if you wanted, let's go. So if you wanted a colour sample, you can click on these 3 dots here and then go colour. So you can drag and drop another colour, but you can take it out of a another picture that you've got. So where is it here? There, ink dropper. And if I really loved this shade of green out of this inspiration picture, I can click on that. And it's so good. I can now try and find something similar to that. And if you've got it on your phone as well, then that is such a good handy tool to have and keep like on you at all times if you have like a very specific colour. And there you have it. But yeah, so we have done essentially stripping this entire room now, you guys have seen. So we will be on to doing all of the colouring and things next. We're going to be painting it all. But yeah, I really would love a feature wall. I want it to be Winnie the Pooh theme still, but more forest-like rather than like Pooh Bear-like. So I want it to be woodlandy, but with the drops of Winnie the Pooh theming in there that we had in the old flat. So we'll still keep the bedding, and we'll keep our little picture frames and our wooden sign that my friend Darcy got us, and they'll just be dotted in there. They won't be the main feature. It will be plants and the green wall and like the wood shelving and things like that, which will be the feature point. So I can't decide as well if I just wanted to put, because this is going to be the main wall here that's green, all of these are going to be plain coloured. I can't decide if I would love to put a bit of green into the other wall, or maybe the small here. I just can't quite decide, but I really love this idea of having the circle above the headboard with a circle print. So I thought maybe if I did like a square and then get a big like square picture in the middle there, I thought that would look pretty cool. But I also haven't quite decided yet. I feel like I need to map it out with the things that we have. So like again, I don't have all the things for in there yet. We have the bed and I have the side table from the old flat. but I don't really have anything else, so I don't think that is something I can decide until I've got all the pieces for in there. Or I'll paint the main green feature wall and see how like extravagant it is, and if I want to put splashes of it anywhere else, then I can. But yeah, I love it. I think the Winnie the Pooh room, spare room, is going to be my favourite room in the house. If not my little desk area, I haven't quite decided yet. And then the last room that I've done a mood board for is the bathroom. So as you can see, I have two here, because originally I wanted to renovate the bathroom quite fully. So I really wanted to knock out a little bit of wall here. So this airing cupboard, I wanted to knock out and square so the room would be bigger and would have more space to play with. And then I wanted to completely rearrange it. I loved the idea of having a separate bath and shower. We had that in the old flat, but unfortunately this house just does not have the space for it. We can't rearrange the bathroom without spending so much money on moving pipes, moving waste pipes, drainage, completely doing the floorboards in the bathroom again. Knocking out that airing cupboard isn't quite as simple as just knocking it out. It's because it's an old house, there's lots that goes with it, so it's more hassle than it's worth. If we knew that we were going to stay there forever and this was going to be our like forever home, then it might be worth it, but we don't know if it is. We obviously don't know where life is going to take us. If we ever want to sell and get a different house or like dream home or something like that, then that might be in the future, so it's not specifically worth it. So we are going to stick with the floor plan as it is, and then go on to this new mood board that I've made. Essentially I've taken all the aspects of this design that I wanted, so separate shower, separate bath design here that I wanted, and added them into the new bathroom design, which is all the colours and things the same, but keeping it in the same layout that it is. So I want the sink and toilet in this fantasy unit, so with the cupboards and things for storage, because obviously, like you can see, it's not tiny, but it's not huge. There's not a lot of wall space that is usable for cupboards that you're not going to bang your head in, that you're not going to bang your head on if I put it on the wall. So I would really love the sink and toilet to be joined together and have all the storage behind it, because I feel like you can come out into the floor space more than you can like build up on the wall in this room. And I also, we go backwards and forwards on the theming in the bathroom, so I know not every room has to be themed. We just like to have a like small idea, so we like the undersea theme like most people for the bathroom, but in a more subtle way. We want just the colours and like driftwood kind of vibe than like fishes, if that makes sense. So we really love the blue tiles, which we'll put over here behind the bath, and then probably along just under the window here above the sink. But apart from that, the rest of the room is going to be painted, so yeah, it'll be nice and simple, and it's gonna save us a lot more money than my first idea, which was complete reno like the rest of the house, so maybe not. And that is it. So I hope this has given you an insight to where the vlogs are going to be heading soon. We are almost done with demo, we're almost done with ripping everything out, and it's almost time to seal up the walls and seal up the ceilings and finish off the floor and finish sanding and finish all these different things, and finally start painting and solidifying things so that we can actually live in our house. I'm really excited to get to the decor stage, and these mood boards will probably get a lot more expansive and intricate as time goes on, with knowing what I want to add into the rooms. I think once you've painted and you've got a finished room, you have more brain space to think, right, I'm going to put that there and I'm going to put that there, and once you start getting things in the room that you already own, you know what you'd love to start adding onto those things. So I think the mood boards will get a lot more extensive as time goes on, and I'll probably drop it into a weekly vlog when I start thinking about the finer tunes, the small details a bit closer. But I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's helped me a lot to go through and think about what I need to be doing. and what we have coming up. And it's also reminded me that we're not that far away. We're not that far off finishing. We're not that far off move-in stage, shall I say. The living room and bedrooms are a lot closer than obviously the kitchen, so it's exciting times that I can start thinking about colours and layouts of rooms. So exciting times. If you're not already exciting times. If you're not already subscribed, please do think about subscribing. Click the button below, turn the bell notification on, because we are so close. There's going to be so much more home content going alongside our Disney vlogs, purely because we are getting to the stage where I am there almost every day that I'm not working, which is like 3 or 4 days a week. So this is going to be coming along a lot quicker than we had thought it was. Like the first week went so quickly and then it slowed down quite a bit, and now I feel like the ball is rolling again. So yeah, please do give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to watch the rest of our videos as they come out, because there's going to be so many. Thank you so much guys, and I'll see you in the next video. I hope you're enjoying the Disney vlogs.